All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Iowa State Basketball. Of course, we are number 3 in the nation, currently undefeated. Weirdly enough, we actually managed to even eke out some wins against teams I didn't think we were going to eke out wins against. But, of course, keeping the home streak intact here. As you can see, we'll be facing Clemson, who's doing a little bit worse for... Oh, my God. I didn't realize Clemson was this bad. I thought they were pretty good. Something must have happened. I didn't realize Clemson was this shit. It's Clemson. Well, I guess maybe their football team is obviously better than the basketball team, but Jesus. We'll probably lose to Villanova. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, we'll see. Penn State. We probably should beat Penn State, but you never know. And then, of course, we'll finish up conference games with Florida. As that's a home game. And then we can do, let's see, Texas Tech's a toss-up. We might lose that. But then we'll be getting into probably the Texas game, which is always a pain in the ass type of game. So we'll see how well we do. I think, judging by the plane, we've already gone through recruiting. So I guess we are going into Clemson, or we're going into our game against Clemson. There we go. I thought about doing the yellow uniforms for a second, and I thought, you know what? That's just gonna be the loudest uniforms ever, with the Clemson orange and then our gold. Nah, that's just gonna be a little too much, I think.
It's College Hoops 2K8. The Clemson Tigers take on the Iowa State.
So we'll probably
Cyclones.
just annihilate them. We might be able to get a little bit more done than I thought today. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch.
Iowa State controls the opening tip and will get this
good
one
Lord.
started.
All right, good start.
Last layup was
Good start
brought in by
already.
He has a great feel for the game and its timing.
He is such an outstanding passer. They're going to double team him.
Come
Passes
on.
it up court.
Ooh,
Dishes it to
ooh,
the
we're
right.
trying.
Gerald
Nope.
puts it up.
Get it out of there, big
Oh,
fella.
my God.
You have to protect the lane, and that
This
time,
is
they tried to
absolutely
sneak one through on him.
insane
The
right now.
big guy has spoken. Easy look.
There you go.
Snatched
Oh, my
inside
God damn
by
it.
Lee.
God damn it.
Chewy C takes it up, hangs.
Oh,
and
my
misses.
God.
Still a 2-point lead.
How the fuck? I should have just kicked it out is what I should have done, but I figured the putbacks would be
He's doubled
nice.
up.
But nope.
Beats it to the free throw line. Buried by
All right,
Gerald.
that's fine. That's
and
fine.
It's now all knotted up.
We just had a rough possession. It's fine.
Chewy C catches it down low. Takes the shot.
There you go.
The shot from the
Oh
corner,
my
no good
God,
by
damn it.
Lee. And it's still knotted up 2.
Oh my
The Tigers
Jesus, we
will
sent
retain
that into the
possession.
next. Just to another zip code. There we go.
Soto inbounds the ball. Dumps it to the inside.
Oh,
Gerloff misses off the inbound. And it's still a tie game.
I like unwinding with this.
Lee
Try it again. Oh, good
pulls
Lord,
it down
man.
inside.
Vasquez didn't get that rebound by accident.
All right,
He knew
there you
right where to
go.
be. Beautiful work to
There
fight
we
through
go.
that foul
All
and
right,
get
I'll
to the
take
line
that.
for the 3 opportunity.
Vasquez takes it up.
All right,
It's
we
on the
got it.
free throw for the 3-point play.
What an awkward shot he's got, though.
Has it outright. Throws it up. About 14 feet out. Nailed by
Damn.
Gerald.
Damn.
They're now down by
All right.
1. Just over
Let's see
11
what we
minutes
got.
left in the half. Gorgeous pass.
I don't know how gorgeous that
Chewy
was,
goes
but
up,
we made it
hangs, and
happen.
hits. And they're now out in front by 3.
Let's start this off hot. Oh no.
Comer passes to
You
the high
know,
post.
Kata, you know what's
Shot
kind of
by Quinn.
funny is that now
They cut
you've
it to
become
one.
like a
Clement brings it up
dude
the floor.
in our
Leads him with the pass.
you've become like a
With the hook shot.
specific dude
Missed
in
shot
our
by Chewy.
little
But they're
shenanigans
still out in
stuff
front by
now.
1. dishes to the wing.
I feel like that's gonna give you a big head to know that you're talked about outside of the stream. But it's just my friends going, "Who's that fucking dude who's just a who's that fucking dude who's just a piece of shit in your chat?" I'm like, oh, he's always here. I'm like, he's better than the last guy who was a piece of shit in my chat. This is probably years ago. I don't know if some of those videos are still around, but every once in a while. I think it's also because I didn't used to post my actual chat in the corner, but yeah, I used to have a dude who'd show up once in a while because I talked about, working for the post office. And like, he wasn't even, I don't even think he was trying to be funny. I don't even remember the dude's name, but like, this is like sort of when I first started and I didn't hardly have anybody. He just occasionally would show up. He's like, "Hey man, what's it like, working at a place that's irrelevant and you're probably going to lose your job soon?" I'm like, Jesus Christ, okay. He's like, "Hey man, I see you're playing a video game. Just so you know, you're probably going to be jobless." All right, thanks man, appreciate it.
Catches it out left.
But I think at one point when you said "fuck socialists" as a joke, I think because I made fun of him for it too afterwards, because he screenshotted that and he was like, "I already don't like this guy," and I sort of made fun for him doing that, and I was sitting here talking about it, and I was sort of mocking him for it too, and he's like, "Listen, I'm not a fucking tanky." I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because you seem to take umbrage with the "fuck socialist" line. you seem very hair up your ass about it.
Ball. Caught. Shoots it. Misses the long one. And it's still all tied up well.
Damn it. What a last couple of days this has been. It's really been, what sucks? Fucking house hunting. When you're not like super rich, when you're rich enough to live on a half decent side of town when you're renting, but if you're actually looking at owning something, you're going to have to live in the not the shitty part of town, but like I'm not like in the like if there's certain levels to parts of town, I don't have to live in the F level and D level, but I'm definitely going to have to end up getting a house, like a small house in like the C level part of town. And every once in a while, something opens up in my price range in like the B level part of town. And immediately it's going to get taken out of my price range because other people have decided to save up more money than me.
He knew right where to be.
Right around 8 minutes left in the half. Vasquez.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. They didn't even try. By the way, this is already too close for a game with a team who's like 14 points below me. This is we're really playing down to our competition right here in true Iowa State fashion. By the way, I didn't realize that Iowa State basketball in real life like really just got fucking really just went to hell and back this season. I didn't realize because I think they're like what 2-12 or something like that. I think they were ranked at the beginning of the season, but they just gone to absolute hell. Because I saw like a paper. I was dealing with like one of the morning papers, like billing it out, and like the next thing I know, as I see something about Iowa State's terrible start to the season. Oh guys, this finally karma falls out of this search bad shit about maybe. Now people are gonna do it about me. Drugs, gangs, certain people who wear red hats. I mean, drugs is gonna be par for the course. I feel drugs might be a thing, and not as bad with the drugs. I think you're gonna get. I think I'm gonna be around the occasional person who might do drugs. but it's not like fucking drug dens everywhere. I'm not living near drug dens. Gangs, no. Gangs is a different part of town, and I'm not going anywhere near there. There was one that was like a really nice house, but it was in a really shitty part of town where it was like, oh, that's near the fucking group homes. So let's just not do that. It's like, it's a really nice house and would probably sell pretty quickly if it wasn't in the fucking group home and gang part of town. It's a real shame that they fixed it up this much. But no, it's just the poorer end of town, I'd say. It's like, I don't know. That's the thing, is I'm not like some of my other friends. I've literally had those. Oh my God, what the fuck was that? I mean, we got the foul call, so. But I've had friends like that who literally moved from where they were because they're like, I had a friend of mine that I talk to occasionally, and he posted on his social media about how he literally moved from where he was because he didn't like that his neighbors were all like conservatives. And I'm like, dude, you're going to live around them all the time. Like, I know we're in the sort of like situation in our society where it's just fucking been, it's just like gang warfare where like one side is like, oh, you know, fuck these people, and the other side is like, they're literal racists and terrible people. And it's like, you gotta understand, you gotta live with some of these people. You gotta understand that you're gonna have to live with people you don't agree with. So that really doesn't bother me as much.
Skip pass, low block. No good on the last layup by Hodges. Under 6 minutes left in the
especially considering my dad has like become big time like it's weird. It's kind of weird having a 66-year-old man who I didn't even know like conservative TikTok was a thing until my dad started showing me TikToks. It's weird seeing a 65-year-old man who's like, "Hey, did you see this thing on TikTok?" I'm like, "What? Why? Why is this a thing? Why do you know about this?"
With the floater, foul shot is good for a 3-point play.
So yeah, it's not the, like, the part of town I'm looking at is not like a great part of town where it's like you're going to be living around people who, you know, you're going to have the occasional person, I think, who can't really take care of their shit too properly. But, like, I think it's just the poorer end of town. It's not complete, like, okay. Look at the... No, come on. He's a fucking guard. Just shoot over his ass. So, yeah, that's where I'm looking at now, is I'm just looking at the parts where it's just... I'm not going to be able to have a nice house. As long as I have a functional house, I think I'm going to be pretty okay with that. As long as I have a functional one, I think I'll be fine.
Gerald inbounds the ball. Hodges hands it off. Gerloff, the quick shot.
I saw there's this guy I watch that he makes the joke constantly about TikTok where he's like, yeah, his go-to line when people ask him about TikTok is, "Hey, do you have a TikTok?" And he goes, "No, I'm not a pedophile."
Here comes the double team. Hodges bounces it to the right side.
But yeah, it's I'm at a point I just want to have a house. I just want to live my life. I just want to be left alone. Oh shit. Well, I'll take it. Oh, he was kind of open. I just didn't have it. I did just look at a house today that was like, oh man, this is kind of cool. But like, I think because it was in the B level part, this is why I'm talking about the B level part of town, is because the B level part of town will have stuff in my price range, but you kind of have to like look in the little nooks and crannies of like just what's wrong with it. Where it's like, ooh, this is a really nice looking house. It doesn't have a garage. Okay, that's fine. It's got a crawl space. It's got a really nice place for a washer and dryer. The washer and dryer aren't included. They're going to be taking it with them. Okay. Let's see. The new electrical. Oh, no. Everything's 2-prong outlets, so you're going to need like a 3-prong outlet deal. It's like, okay. The furnace and all this look pretty good. The furnace and the AC look pretty good, but, you know, it's fine. The real straw that broke the camel's back on the house I looked at was like, oh, it's got a really nice bathroom. Now, I'm not shy about the fact that I'm a pudgy dude. I don't want to say I'm fucking morbidly obese, is because I know people who are like much bigger than I am. But I've definitely got like a fucking, I don't even know how I would describe it. I always say dad bod, but like a dad who definitely drinks like a 6-pack of beer on the weekends. That's the sort of body I have. And I'm a 6'4" dude. I'm a 6.5-foot dude. It's not, you know, I'm a decently big guy. And I went into this bathroom, and the bathroom looks really nice. It looks really clean. They've done some work on it. It's nice. But the way that they have everything is this bathroom is so small that I looked at it and I was like, something's off about this bathroom. Everything looks really tight. And I went and I sat, just as I was looking at the house, I decided to just sit on the toilet. Not actually like do anything, but just sit on it just to see, you know, where I'm at with that. And the dimensions of the area, oh shit, I didn't need to do that. All right. The dimensions of the area were that where when I closed the door, if I were to use this bathroom with the door closed, and also where the toilet paper roll is, I would literally have to be, like, in order to fit, I would have to rest my, like, right shoulder and arm on the toilet paper roll and the doorknob. And then I'd have to rest my left arm and shoulder on the sink. Wow, I literally let him grab his own rebound and then fouled him. What a piece of shit I am. So it was probably the tightest fit bathroom I've ever seen. I was amazed that was a thing. And the thing is, the bathroom's so small, it's not like you can change it. There's just not enough room to change that shit. Oh my god, why did I do that? So I passed on it. But it's definitely going to get sold very quickly because it's in the B-level part of town. And there's just not a lot of houses out there that are worth a shit that are coming on the market right now. So whenever a half-decent house, especially in the B-level part of town, shows up, people snap it up immediately. So now I'm looking at like the C-level part of town, where it's like I don't have to worry too much about anything more than maybe drunks and stuff like that. There might be some occasional shittiness. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not Murderville, but it's not great. And I'm at least looking at like, it's like, okay, well, there are some half-decent houses here that I can at least get, as long as I'm, you know, as long as it's strictly like decently small houses, like 600, 700 square feet. That's the size too. These are not big houses. It's one of those things where 700 square feet, when you actually look at it in a house, it's like, oh, this is not a lot of room.
Quinn pulls the trigger. Can't return the favor with his own three.
Ooh. Well, I tried after them. It's fine. This is too close right now. Why is this game so damn close? Why is our defense so not good? 4 for 10's not terrible. We're shooting 40% from 3-point.
Now we'll bring you our player of the half. Who's your pick, Bill?
Look on Twitter, is it bad that now you're finding out they're making a Mortal Kombat movie? Didn't they already do one at some point, or is it just Street Fighter? Look at that. Look at the lapse in defense there for that. I thought they made a Mortal Kombat movie at some point, but it might just have been. I thought maybe they did one around the same time as Street Fighter, but maybe not. I hope they don't try to remake a Street Fighter movie. I know that it was like, I know that it was really corny. The Street Fighter movie was. Oh, they did in the 90s? Okay, I thought they did. I hope Street Fighter isn't that. I hope Street Fighter isn't popular enough to try to do a remake. That 90s one, for as cornball as it is, it's at least entertaining. With like Jean-Claude Van Damme and fuck. I forget the guy who played Gomez Adams in the Adams Family was, I think, M. Bison. And of course that's the line of, like, you know, when I came to your village, it was the most important day of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday.
Give him the best chance
Damn it.
to win this game, and he won't stray from that game plan. Back to you, Vern.
Thank you, Tracy. Leads him in. Goes up. Got a hand on it.
Look at the big fella pull down that board. When he sees the ball go up, he isn't afraid to go after it.
Vasquez backs in. Lee catches
I'm surprised they haven't taken other, I don't know, like, you can take like some other popular Western titles and try to make a movie out of it. Maybe it's because now there's not hardly any like good, like, original IPs that they could make like Western movies out of. I'm trying to think, like, that aren't already basically interactive movies. Like, I guess you could do God of War. Oh God! I remember seeing that Prince of Persia movie that Disney did. That was something. Of course, I don't think they could do that now because they would just be like, Jake Gyllenhaal playing the Prince of Persia.
Hands it off.
Kicks
it out to the perimeter.
Yikes.
From downtown.
God damn it.
The board inside.
Just pop it up. Damn it. We just missed every movie released from 95. They already did a Street Fighter remake in 2008. Did they? I don't even remember that shit. I miss every movie released from 95 to 2010. Probably. I don't know. When did Titanic come out?
But they still lead by 1.
Everything between Titanic and The Dark Knight is just a blur. Because it was bad. Yeah.
Ball catches it on the elbow.
Ball
brings it off the floor. Takes it up.
There we go.
The soft reverse layup. And they now go up by 1.
They're going to apply some pressure.
Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. I have literally never heard of this. Was it like a direct-to-DVD movie? Because that might have been why. How much did it make at the box office? How many theaters did it open up in? I'm sure the Wikipedia's probably got something about how wide the release was. It can't have been big.
Tough rebound. No denying him on that one.
Lee hands it off. Ball finishes with the soft touch. They're now up by 3. Under 10 minutes.
I had no idea that was a thing. I didn't even know they made Mortal Kombat. I swore they made Mortal Kombat movies. I just never watched them. I was just sitting here like, yeah, they definitely made Mortal Kombat movies, but I don't remember watching them at all.
Out left. Passes it back to the high post.
Weren't they going to make a God of War movie at some point?
All net. 10 points, and he leads his team in scoring.
They might still be. Who knows? Weren't they going to make a Teen Titans thing? Didn't they make one like that? Did that ever release? I swear to God, I remember seeing like backstage things about a Teen Titans movie, and people were not happy about it because it looked like shit.
Tipped away.
I swear there was
Tigers
a
were the last ones to touch it,
first
and they'll turn it
Mortal
over.
Kombat movie is considered to be
Both
cheesy
teams
but
will
good.
make some
Okay.
substitutions.
I might remember it.
Lee inbounds
I was
the
say,
ball.
did they ever release the Teen
Vasquez
Titans
gets it
movie?
on
I don't
the
even remember it
Passes,
anymore.
top of the key.
This is how fucking under a rock I live at this point in my life.
Can
It
you
feels
believe
like.
this crowd? Just listen
I
to
know
these
about
people.
like completely random horseshit sometimes, but then like major things, like basic movies,
Stolen away by
just
Iowa
pass me
State.
by.
Last
God
year,
damn, that
by
felt
Clemson.
good.
Too many holes in the fence,
The
Bill.
fuck Batman trailer.
One to go down, and then
Wasn't it just called like Titans or something? I remember seeing something that just looked like a big dark Titans or something like
Where
that.
you are when you hear that sound. These fans are wild.
I remember because like Starfire looked ridiculous. I remember that much. I think I remember Starfire looking just
Well, it looks
absolutely
like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
ridiculous. And they had a random, yeah. Because like the outfit that they put the actress in made Starfire look like an actual fucking hooker.
It's out of bounds.
Like,
Last touch by Iowa State.
I remember seeing something about the outfit that they put her in, and it was so over the top. Yeah, she looked like it's not like, oh yeah, she looks like a whore. It's like, no, she looked like she actually fucking walked the streets. Like,
Gets it to the baseline.
she actually looked like an actual hooker. It's not even an exaggeration.
And he makes the first.
So did they ever release that? I don't. All I remember is the backstage stuff, but that had to have been like a couple years ago at this point.
Backs him down.
Or did they delay that like the new Fast and the Furious movie?
The layup flipped in
Like,
by
because
the
they were
Heat.
supposed to do like a Fast and Furious movie at some point in the last year, but then COVID happened, and I think they're just waiting. I know they just dropped like a new trailer
Gerald
recently
kicks it out to the left wing.
to just be like, hey, by the way, Fast 9.
when a D got lucky there, Vern, you can't expect
It's on
many misses
DC's
when you're
shitty
that
streaming service. Okay.
Crossover. Mihailovic has it left block. Flip.
By the way, our big men are just killing it
open.
right
He just
now.
can't figure a way to stop this run.
Hey!
Last touch by Clemson.
Because everyone has to have a streaming service. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Vasquez inbounds the ball. Clement
Damn it.
back over the
I knew it.
midfield
I
line.
knew it. I was trying to get the ball out of his
That's a
hands.
violation.
That's just careless, Vern. He wasn't watching where he was on the court.
Speaking of streaming services, didn't Crunchyroll just get in some trouble over something?
By Hagley.
I think it was like a hentai. I think that's what it was. It was either a hentai or like
Clement hands it off.
it was like some sort of
Perimeter.
either that or like an
Launches
ecchi
it up.
anime
No good from
that
three-point
was
land.
talking about
They
like
still have a 7-point lead.
because they have a thing sometimes in Japan. They have like a whole
Catches it right wing.
I was gonna say not fandom or society, but like a whole culture around overly tanning yourself.
It's missed by Coomer.
The D sloughed
And so
way off
sometimes
him,
that
and he
becomes
still
like
somehow
this weird
couldn't
little
get it to go.
fetish where like
Back in.
Japanese girls like
Mihailovic takes it
overtly
to the free
tan
throw
themselves because for the
Lee
fucking
dumps it off.
gal like culture that they have.
Passes it to the wing.
And that was a
From
thing where
downtown.
they took like
The
they
Tigers
had
call
some sort of
timeout.
like ecchi or hentai thing about a girl who decided to involve herself in that culture of overtly tanning herself, and then apparently she started getting guys. So it was like, I think it was called like, I became a dark-skinned girl and now blah 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 wants to have sex with me.
Leads him
And
with the
yeah,
pass.
and people were like, really? On Black History Month? And honestly, I just laughed because I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. This is from the, and obviously they changed it. They're like, we're so sorry, we didn't mean to. It's like, okay, this is just people not understanding that there's a fucking like culture around this shit. But I don't feel bad for Crunchyroll at all because fuck them. Because number one, they're now owned by Funimation, and fuck Funimation. And number two, they had the shitty service. The last time I used them, they had a fucking shitty video player and a shitty service in general. And then they used the money instead of like actually using it to support the things that they had. They just decided to like try to make like their own original anime, which I believe they never actually got around to releasing. But yeah, they tried to like involve themselves in the process. It's like, ugh.
Ball from deep. Mihailovic pulls it in. Great offensive rebound.
Come on. All right. I guess we're not shooting long-range shots today or making them right underneath the basket. I did not watch the AEW Japan round of the women's tournament. In fact, I don't mind being spoiled if you want to tell me. I'm sure anyone here can just like close their eyes or something or their ears because I didn't look very hard for them, but I mostly just wanted to actually know what the results were. And I don't know, something in me just hasn't gotten around to actually gotten around to watching it.
Comer gets it on the corner.
Ito loses, which is a shocker. But then again, I wonder if AEW didn't really know the response that Maki would get. I have to assume they would, at least. Because I assumed that Maki would win her match, and then like Aja Kong could win her match, and then you could do Maki and Aja Kong. But that didn't happen. I was kind of surprised.
Soto inbounds the ball. Off the inbound.
Aja Kong won. Yeah, you could have easily done. I mean, Mizunami, is it Ryo Mizunami that Maki lost to? I want to say that's who she was supposed to face.
To the elbow. Mihailovic double clutches.
Oh, god damn it.
Still a 6-point lead. Skips it to the left side. Comer.
Honestly, that might be a somewhat disappointment of a match if it is, because like Mizunami's older, but like you're gonna need someone young to carry Aja through matches. She can't do shit anymore. God bless her. I've been able to bear witness to a fairly recent Aja Kong match. I think it was in Sendai Girls. And she didn't do a whole lot of shit. She basically did the greatest hits, and that was about it, which was fine.
Just over 4 minutes left in the second half.
It was a fun match, and she was in a tag match, so she didn't have to take the bumps.
Pass outright. Gerlo swishes it through. He's 5 for 11 for the game.
But I feel like whatever Aja Kong's match might not. I don't know.
Left wing tosses it up.
Oh. That was at least a long two. We should have been able to make that. God damn, he can't shoot, can he? An unusual miss. He hasn't been able to make shit today.
Clement dumps it off.
All right, Chuisi.
Goes up. Double clutched and laid in by Chuisi. By 8.
Who else was in it? Okay, so God damn it. I'm going to have to look it up now, aren't I? I never did get around to looking it up. I had all the time in the world to actually like look it up, and I just didn't even look up the basic results of the actual tournament. I know. Oh, Jesus.
Don't foul at all. You can't just give up easy 3-point plays.
Takes it up. He completes
Boom, there we go.
Soto inbounds the ball. 2:59 left in the game. Poked loose, and it's scooped
Hey, let's go.
At the right place, at the right
All
time.
right. Hey, there you go. We finally make a go-ahead shot. Jesus.
Comer brings it up court.
Took long enough.
Clement gets
Damn
the
it.
reach-in call, and that's foul number 2 for him.
It takes quick hands to get the theft, and he was too slow that time.
Gerald lets it go. Nails the tray.
Emmy
He's
Soccer
shooting
one. Who did
66%
Emmy
for the game.
face?
Clement tosses
Is
it
it
up court.
Venny?
It's a good idea to milk that clock and burn
Damn
as much
it.
time as possible to protect that lead.
Leads him in. Chewy grabs the
All
rebound.
right, let's just slow
Quick
this down.
defensive
Let's
reaction
just
changed the
let's just
trajectory.
slow the pace
Defenses
down a little
do.
bit.
Contest every shot.
Lee swings it to the left wing. Vasquez has it baseline. Backs him down.
Vasquez hasn't done too much right now.
Gerald
Oh God
yanks it down
Almighty!
off the glass. The break is
Oh, my
on.
back
Goes
itches.
up.
He couldn't get it that time.
I need to get a
And
back.
the D did
I
a
gotta
great job of
dig out my
making it
back
tough on him.
scratcher. This is gonna kill me.
He's got 14. Cuts off.
Holy shit! On a
Gerald
shingle,
makes
my
the shot.
bad.
And they
Ah.
get the goaltending. They'll give him the bucket.
I got shit all on the fucking edge of my desk, and I'm just trying to fucking scratch my back because it itches really
Chewy
bad. I don't know
inbounds the
why.
ball.
But I'm just dropping everything. I'm just a disaster today. I think that's what it is.
Feeds left wing.
I had some like
Pulls the
cheese
trigger.
cubes for like
Gets the
snacks. I had like a
rebound.
bag of like
Cheese
cheese
with a
cubes,
great offensive
and I just
rebound
kept
there.
dropping the
Worked
fucking
so
cheese
hard to
cubes.
establish
My
possession.
roommate's like, "Is something wrong?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm a fucking disaster today." I was kind of okay most of the day at work,
Picks it
but
up.
I don't know. By the time I got home and got through like the
Listen to the crowd
process
work.
of looking
This
at a
crowd excited
house and
why
just
I
being
love
disappointed by
college
the
basketball.
house
What
and
a
the fact that
pass.
I'm coming up on the end of my lease and I, don't have an out plan from here yet is just
Soto
maybe
beats
it's
it
just
to the
getting
top
to
of the
me.
key. Misfired on that last three by Coomer.
Oh,
Will
he
the
was
next
wide
video on
open,
YouTube
Vern.
be?
He
I don't
has to
know.
knock
Probably
that
within the
shot
next
down.
day or so whenever
Right
I put
wing.
this in.
Dishes it to the baseline.
Who eats cheese cubes?
Chewy
I mean, they sell them at the grocery store. Where the fuck are you going?
goes up. Laid in
There
with
we
the
go.
D draped all over it.
Great
Yuka
shot to
won.
hang on to the
That's a
lead.
shame.
They're doing it all
I
out.
figured, but
Tigers bring it up.
it's a shame.
Gerald
It's a
jacks up
shame
the
that
three.
May
Rips
Saruga
down
had to
the
lose.
rebound.
All right, we just want to end it.
Clement hands it off.
Here, where's There you go. You want Lee to take a shot here?
Lee
Come on.
fires the three.
There you go.
Got it.
This one should be in the bag, Vern. Just play solid D and
Just
use
a
as
neat little
much
snack.
clock as
It's not exactly
Coomer
good for you,
tosses
but
it
it's
up.
delicious.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Depending on what you get.
Lee inbounds the ball.
Usually a Colby Jack or a nice.
And that's all she
Ooh,
wrote.
that counted.
The Cyclones defeat Clemson.
Colby Jack or a
86 to
Pepper Jack.
71.
Pepper
Now
Jack
we'll bring
cubes
you
are
our
nice.
Player of the game.
Oh, my fucking. I don't know why all of a sudden my back is so itchy. Give me a minute.
Now let's go back to Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance.
There we go. We didn't win by that much, did we? It was definitely less than 20 the entire game. Yeah, we still only won by 15. It's not... We didn't exactly blow them out like I thought we would. That doesn't... I don't think that bodes too well for us. But I'll take the 90-second win at home. You're fat, no offense. I mean, I know. I don't really make any bones about being a fucking fat piece of shit. Velveeta, ugh. I don't know about that. Velveeta's way too rich to just eat plain. That's just... You can eat it with like mac and cheese. You can make mac and cheese with it. I don't mind that, but just eating Velveeta, that just, I can feel my arteries clogging just thinking about it. I'm going to get him phoning all the recruits. We're going to get that out of the way. All right. Now what? We got anyone to bring? No, we're not bringing anyone to the... All right. I saw the invite someone to campus. I don't remember which one of the people it was. Oh, boy. Was it him? No, we already did him. This guy. Well, we don't even need a campus tour at this point with him. He's pretty much already signed with us. He's pretty much already signed with us. That's not good. The rest of these people, we're pretty close to being able to... Pretty close to being able to get these guys, so I'm not opposed to that. Here we go. You ever tried to make mac and cheese with cheese cubes? I've never done that. Why? All right. It's always interesting, some of the fight songs that come on. Like right before the stream, there was a fight song that was playing in the background, and I realized just how many of these like fight songs happen to almost sound like intros to like Three Stooges, like skits. Or it's like if you ever watch like a full Three Stooges thing and they do the little intro, it's like, oh man, so many of these really do sound like that. All right, sim game. Took a loss, as I figured. We weren't gonna be perfect for long. Hey, this means we can get done a good chunk of recruiting though, so that'll be kosher. We dropped to number 8, as I assume. Villanova taking over the number 1 spot. All right, so we get to the end of the week here, but I've got recruiting to do, which really isn't that much. It's really just... I don't know if I want to spend my time inviting him to campus. Yeah, that's way too much of my time invested in someone who's already going to be with me. I don't need to send the house for a guy who's pretty much already signed with me. I'll just keep doing this. I'll just have me send out the emails and get that taken care of. There you go. Penn State. Take another loss. That was a rough one. All right. Maybe we can turn things around. We've had 2 losses. Now we get ourselves a Christmas Day game against Florida. What's Florida looking like at this point? All right. They're pretty close to us. Both of us, we're pretty much there. So this will be interesting to see. Christmas Day game against Florida at home. Putting the streak on the line once again. Let's go.
It's time for College Hoops 2K8. The Florida Gators go up against the Iowa State Cyclones. This should be a whale of a game. Hi there, everyone. We're here at Hilton Coliseum. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy.
Even if we get the win, we'll probably still go down in rank. But, yeah, we'll see. Uh-oh. By the way, I'm also realizing we're about to lose like 3 of our starters. Vasquez and Chuisi. It's always our big men. Why do we have to lose our big men just consistently? Can I just like keep big men for a little bit? Current recruits going on a Windows Vista machine, hoping to get an email from the Iowa State coach. Bro, it's 2022. We're okay now.
No good on the last layup by French. He attacked it with everything he had.
I used to have Windows Vista. I was on a computer that had Windows Vista. It was god awful.
And it's picked up by Florida. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, for an update.
But you know what's
What do you
also
have
been
for us,
not
Tracy?
terrific
Just before the
is
game,
even
I
having
talked with
Windows
Coach
10.
Wilson, playing against a team
It's
that
not
has the ability to
terrible,
create so many second chance
but like
opportunities.
I
He
haven't.
said it is extremely
I don't know. Maybe
important
it's
that his
the
players do not
just
get
random
lazy
shit
boxing
that
out
just
their
happens
man.
to be running
Giving
in the
up extra
background.
possessions to a
I have
team
never
like
put
this
Skype on
will
my
us, he
computer,
told me.
and I try to actively disable Skype. And there's like always an instance of Skype running in the background because of goddamn Windows 10, and I can't get rid of it, and it's a pain in my ass.
Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two.
I don't need the Microsoft Store either. I get a bunch of other places where I can get my videos and games and all that other horse shit. I don't need the Microsoft Store running. I don't need Skype running. I don't need Office 365 running. I use an open source one. I don't need Cortana running. But they've made it pretty much impossible to actually disable that stuff. I know it's a ridiculous amount of, yeah, that's why it was one of those things. I hung on for as long as I could with Windows 8.1 until it got to a point where I literally couldn't play games unless I had Windows 10. I almost had to do it when I got my Stream Deck because Stream Deck doesn't allow you to not be on Windows 10. I had to literally, because Stream Deck is at version 5 point whatever, and I had to use a version that was 2 point something and just never update it because I was on Windows 8.1.
Puts it up. The jumper was buried by Chuisi. They're now up by
This is the only game I'm doing tonight. Probably. I know it's a little. What's the word? Disappointing, but I might. It was later than I planned on when I started. I meant to start a little bit earlier, but I've had kind of a long day. I've had to look at some. I think I talked about earlier looking at houses that it's just. I have to start curtailing my idea of where I'm going to live and what type of situation I'm going to live in. And I feel like I talked to my parents about it, or at the very least my mom. And I feel like my mom doesn't quite. I feel like she doesn't quite understand just the situation when it comes to the home market. She's like, yeah, they're putting some real shit up there, and it's blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna have to live in some of that shit. I'm gonna have to. I don't have money to have a house that. I'm going to be happy enough that I can actually have money to have a house, but I'm not going to have a perfect house. I'm not going to have the kind of thing where it's it's going to have a finished basement and it's going to, have at least new furnace and air conditioning and a new roof, and that's not going to happen.
Passes it down low. Tosses it up.
As much as I would enjoy having a finished basement, even if it's any sort of home with a finished basement, I know it's not going to happen.
They're already forcing themselves into a catch-up mode.
Ball hands it off. Mihailovic leads.
Oh God Almighty!
Wade snags it.
Wade. I just bought. I haven't even opened it up and played it yet, but. I haven't opened it, but I kind of got convinced to buy Valheim because it does look like something I would enjoy and I would play and enjoy it, and I have friends who I know will play and enjoy it. So I was like, shit, all right, I'm going to buy this because I know me and my friends are going to buy it at some point anyway, so might as well.
Gets them both. Leach inbounds the ball.
I live in a shanty town if it meant a mortgage instead of rent. That's basically where I'm at. I mentioned that earlier that I don't have the money to live in the S tier or A tier side of town. I can kind of live anytime a house right now comes up in the B tier, the B level side of town. It's just barely within my price range, and then there's shitloads of people. Like, that's what happened tonight, is I found a house in the B level side of town, and I know I can't afford it because there's going to be people fighting over it. There was when I got there for my showing, there was someone there who was already like just on their way out the door from looking at the house. And then as I was leaving, someone else, it was like a never-ending cycle. I don't know how long it happened, but it was practically like a never-ending cycle of people looking at this house. And it's not even an amazing house, but it's on the better side of town, and it looks well-maintained. You know, and so it's going to go. And I'm just like, fuck. Move to the middle of nowhere so you can afford a house. I've been finding that too. The one downside is I'm super into having good internet. Like, and when you live in the Midwest, because there's a couple houses that I found that are sort of out in the middle of nowhere. Like, literally, there's a couple houses I found that is like literally farmland near it. Like, it's right on the edge of a small town, and it's just farmland behind you. And I'm like, that would be cool, except I couldn't get internet for shit. Like, it's just going to be fucking 3 megabits per second. Absolute garbage tier. Can't do anything. So I kind of have to live in town. And I can find some stuff there, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at now, is like the C tier part of town, where it's like I can deal with whatever neighbors I have at that point, or whatever the neighborhood has for that point, because it's not terrible. I just know I'm not going to have like, I'm not going to live in a super nice house, and I'm not going to live like in a super nice part of town. I'm going to live in the poor part, and I'm going to live in a small house. I've kind of resigned myself to that, but as long as I don't have to get a house in like the part of town, because there was a couple that were in my price range that were like where the fucking halfway houses are at. It's like, this is a really nice house, but they got the halfway houses in the fucking like drug dens like 3 blocks down the road. So that's an issue. So it's just kind of a give and take at this point. And I feel like when I talk to my mom about that, she doesn't quite understand. She's like, well, you know, you're going to have to pay for this and that. And it's like, I'm kind of at a point where I realize it's like, if I can find something that at least is structurally okay, and I don't have to pay for like maybe a brand new furnace and all that, like, that's probably where I'm at. If I have to buy new windows, if I have to eventually invest in new windows, it's not terrible, honestly. And if I'm gonna have to eventually, like, I'm not gonna be able to get something with a garage, because garages bring up the value too much. I've seen someone with garages, and they always have something completely fucking wrong with them. But yeah. That's a good way of I feel like that's a good way of describing my level of wealth in life. Is I own a house level of wealth, but not a great one. Not a nice one. I've got friends who have parents that, like, I don't think they make a shitload of money, but they're at least able to kind of afford a really nice house, where it's like, man, I'd like a house like this, but I don't have 50 grand to just drop on a fucking deposit for a house like this. Nor do I have a wife who makes like as much money as I do, who can also contribute to putting down that level of money. I think that's another big thing too, is I'm trying to find stuff that I can afford, because I'm not sitting here, you know, trying to buy a house because originally I was looking at houses where I'm like, well, this is only like $1,200 a month, and you know, if I had roommates, and it's like, okay, I need to scale it down to things that I know I can afford on my own and not have to rely on other people also living there.
Takes it up. Great finish in traffic. And they're now out in front by 26.
And that's been a problem too. because I found really nice houses like that where it's like, oh man, this would be really cool, but I'd have to consistently have like at least a second person, if not a third person, paying rent with me. And I had some friends who were like interested, and then they all kind of like flaked out or had their own thing that they were doing where it's like, I'm gonna move 2 hours away, and another person was like, well, I'm gonna live here and do this, and okay, I'm gonna live with this person. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to definitely get something that I can afford by myself, because people can be flaky. And it's not even like anger or disappointment or anything, Adam. It's just, life can change on a dime. So don't
catches it left wing beyond the arc.
Don't rely on other people.
He's got 3.
Too much.
Wade,
at least don't buy a house thinking you're gonna have to rely on another person.
Smith kicks it out to the perimeter. Low block, takes it up. Tough fade away in the lane by Leach. They're now behind by 25.
They're going to stick with them all the way up the floor in the full court. Man-to-man.
Chewy C hands it off. Backs him down.
Come on.
Skips it to the top
God,
of the key.
it got warm in here. It's probably just because I'm heated up by talking and sitting here, not doing much.
42 to 15.
Yeah, I think how you just mentioned it, by the way, with the bullet hole. That's just what I'm trying to avoid. Is I'm trying to avoid the areas where there's just gunshots going off once in a while. That's all I'm just trying to avoid.
Lee has it baseline.
But yeah,
inbounds the ball.
Because see, my mom has lived in like the same house since like the 80s. So I feel like she does have a general idea of what the market is like, but she also is just like, well, of course you could buy a house like this, or you could buy a house like that, and you could just afford to wait. And it's like, I can't afford to wait. I can't afford to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait this out and find a house, because it's like all the houses are gonna be. It's gonna be like they're gonna be taken. Any house worth a damn.
Just over 3 minutes
is what I'm finding out. Did I even mention that on my last, like... Well, no, it kind of just happened to me, is I found a house. That's right, I found a house just on Friday. And this is, by the way, this is the second time this has happened to me. Is I found a house, it looked really nice. And it was a house that was worth a damn. And I was like, damn, this is a really nice house. It was put up Friday night. And I saw it had like an open house for Sunday afternoon. I'm like, shit, it's supposed to be like 15 below, but fuck it. This is a nice house. I'll brave the cold and I'll go out Sunday afternoon to this open house. And I checked it again by Saturday night. It was gone. It was gone. This is the second time that happened to me, where it was like a relatively inexpensive house worth of shit is just gone in a day.
Can't convert, but he'll go to the line for
It's been at a point where I contemplated, there's like this 1-bedroom house that's for sale. It's in one of the suburbs. So it's like not quite A level, but like just being in a suburb kind of automatically puts it in an A level. The one thing is that it's like 400 square feet. I didn't even know they made houses that small, by the way. It's literally the entire house, 1 bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, in a, 16 by 24, no, 18 by 24 area. I didn't know they made them that small. Even at this point. 432 square feet. It's so small, it doesn't even have a door from the bedroom to the living room. Because that's square footage that just, like, that's square footage that they need. You need that.
Bold pass.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize I had the ball. I was, like, sitting here getting ready to play defense.
Mihailovic backs in. He's doubled up. Ball gets it inside. Lets it go. Kelly
Yeah,
yanks it
tiny
down
house.
inside.
Yeah, it is a tiny. It's
Just
on a
couldn't find
big
any
lot
room to
though.
move
It's on
down
like
there.
10,000
That's
square
about
foot
the
lot.
only way to
It's
stop
it's a big lot, but it's such a
Bounce back,
microscopic
low block.
house, and that's probably why it hasn't sold in 6
Bradford
months. Is because
unloads.
it's
Nails
400
it from
square.
9
It's
feet.
it's essentially
Now
a
trailed by
studio
24.
apartment,
105 left
freestanding.
in
It's
the
a
first half.
freestanding studio apartment.
Mihailovic dumps it off. Borchard gets it left wing. McFadden dishes to the left. Here comes the double team.
Of course, it doesn't even have a garage either. It has like a covered back porch, and I'm like, oh, the back porch is nice and big, and it's covered, and you don't see that all the time. But yeah, it's just like, fuck, dude.
Both teams are going to make some
I was even
substitutions.
considering that. It's like
Florida
that
wants more
clearly
experience
is
out
not
before
enough
they're
space
bringing
for
on a
me.
senior.
But I at least considered it, and even my realtor was like, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should go for it.
Gilhyson inbounds the ball.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm just getting I'm getting sad.
Out left.
I'm getting just tired at this point.
Enrin. Ellerby yanks it down.
There we go.
Florida is not doing a very good job on the boards today. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
Coach Donovan is looking pretty
There you
frustrated.
go.
Vern. He just
There
turned
you
to his
go.
bench and said,
By the way, we're 29 points up, so this is probably
over at game time.
this could probably
See if
be
they
it
pick up
right
the
here.
intensity.
All right, Tracy.
Just go ahead and call it.
Passes it to the low block.
I think even if they made like 2 more points and brought it down to 27.
For 3. Grabbed by Monserez. Raises up.
There you go. Wow, way off.
First half comes to
Oh
an end.
well.
Score
We're
55.
up by 29. I think that's grounds for just simming out the rest of the
I can't
game.
think of too much good to
We
say
went
about
8 for
this game.
13 on 3-point field goals. Jesus Christ. We made more 3-pointers than they even attempted.
We're all set to begin the second half.
All right. I feel confident in simming to the end. There you go. Well, they really started coming back there. 17-point game. Or no, that was 20. It's what, 52-79? Yeah, so that's 27. So they really didn't make too much of it. They really didn't mount a comeback. Still dropped to 15 because of that, because of the loss to Penn State. It's a give and take. 58 win streak there. Get my 90. Oh my God, my 93rd win. All right, did I sim to here? I did. All right. So I got a couple weeks of recruiting. I got probably about 3 weeks, honestly, because the Texas Tech game is an away game, so I can just call it there. You know what? I might actually have enough points after this to just bring the recruit to campus anyway. Like, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, I think I'm going to have enough to do it. Not much of a reason to, but whatever. I've got the time. That's where I'm at. It's like, we got the time to do it, I guess. Let's bring him in. Get it out of the way. Let's see where we're at with this. Okay, we've definitely gotten that one locked down. Definitely gotten him locked down. And we're probably... Wow, what is... Why? How do they jump ahead so much? I mean, I'll keep going with it because at this point, I don't think I'm going to find a 4-star. I don't think I'm going to find another 4-star senior to try to wow. Especially a shooting guard. Everyone's practically locked up at this point. I wish I could turn off the people who've already clearly signed already. Really? He's a small forward, but he's 6'6". Fuck it. Let's just call him. Let's call him up. Let's just look. Let's just go take a look. We've got the points. Let's just see what we can do. We're a ways off, but he doesn't seem to have much of an idea of what he wants right now, so I don't know, maybe we can make something happen with that. Let's oh my goodness. There we go. One specifically targets, because we're managing the target list real quick. Move them on up. All right. There we go. Mindball, Bolden. All right. So I think we pretty much aren't gonna get him. That didn't look like we were gonna make it happen. So we'll just drop him. All right. I'll give him a scholarship maybe next. We'll do it next week. How about that? We'll offer it to him. Because I'll have the time to do it. I should have the time and the ability to do it. And if anyone's going to do it, it should be the guy with A+ recruiting power. At least we're up to 10. That's good. Targets. All right, let's just go talk to everybody real quick. Put our calls in. You know, we can unlock most of the points, I think, here to make this happen. Yeah, I think we could do most of the work here today. Make this work. Let's do recruiting. We can request a game tape. We'll have our scout do that. I'll send him an email too. I think we can get him. I think the fact that that we can go full bore into him, I think we can get him. I don't have any 5 stars, but I think we'll be okay. I'll just have someone send out the emails. There we go. Were those emails sent? Okay, good. Should play House Flipper and just build his dream house. You know, I sometimes do still play House Flipper and just kind of enjoy myself sometimes. God, I'm already getting tired. Is this what being old feels like? You're just tired. Or it's like it's not even my bedtime, but like my brain knows it's close to my bedtime. My brain's just like, yeah, I think we're about ready to shut down now. Holy shit, we lost it. Well, I guess Texas Tech. Where did Texas Tech all of a sudden come from with 14-0? What the shit? By the way, fucking 1 point loss. Damn it. And we dropped to 15. That sounds about right. That fucking... Where did Texas Tech come from? What the hell is their overall? I can't even see because that's our only game to them. What happened to Villanova? Oh shit, they went like 2. They only won like 2 of their last 6 games after beating us. Damn, dude. Texas is, for as good as Texas is, they've been kind of shitting it up. Not like we've been doing amazing, but you know. All right, we're pretty much there. That's good. Oh god, we're running out of steam here as far as this is concerned. Oh no. I mean, he's got the charisma for it. If I want to try to, this is not gonna be good. I think we'll be okay. Because I really need my guy here to be sending out phone calls. Ooh, game tape. There we go. He doesn't have the points for it. Alright, we'll have him make the phone call. Send an email, game tape. Spread the love a little bit. I'm glad I picked up a guy who, even though he isn't completely on my level with the charisma, at the very least he can kind of handle some of these things. Because that should jump us up in the first. I guess we won't find out until next time. All right. Here we go. Texas game to finish it off. How are we already like an hour and 10 in? How many games have I played? I just did the Clemson and half of the Florida. How am I already an hour 10 in? Why did it take me so long to get through that? Holy shit. All right. Apparently Texas hasn't done too well this season, but who knows? They might go through and start tearing everybody else in the conference apart.
Get ready for college hoops 2K8. The Texas Longhorns battle the Iowa State Cyclones.
I can't take them lightly though, because anytime I take Texas lightly, they just kick my ass. So I'm just gonna assume, considering they are 94 overall, they could very easily turn around and kick my ass. So I just need to take that into Jesus Christ. Most of their starters are juniors or sophomores. I mean, but they maybe got a more professional turnaround. They probably got guys who being like the number one team for a while there. Oh God, that's what happens. Okay, yeah, let's just make me look like a dipshit. That's cool. Don't mind me, guys. Just hating life. There you go.
He's got 3. Now let's check in with the third member of our team, Tracy Wilson. Tracy?
Before the game, I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me that he has a lot of faith in the defensive ability.
I feel like I'm
going to
really lose it by the end of this game. Not like because I'm angry or anything, but just because I'm tired. I'm just gonna be loopy.
Thank you, Tracy. Last shot laid in by Chuisi.
I'm glad I came on here though to just vent about my stresses of trying to buy a house, because honestly there were a few times where it was like, oh yeah, I could probably get this house, but I'm gonna end up like overpaying for stupid shit, and it's like, I probably shouldn't overpay for this house. There's no good reason for it. I can kind of afford to be picky, but I am at a point where it's like,
they still have a 3-point lead.
Tyler's the type who complains about their $45 million mansion doesn't have a pool in it. I don't know if you've been listening or not, but the houses I've been looking at are literally in the 600 square foot range. 700 if I'm lucky. These are small houses. This is literally, here's 2 normal 10 by 10, maybe 12 by 12 bedrooms. Here's a living room and a kitchen and probably a crawl space. And there you go. You get a ranch style home. Have fun. Garage, you don't get a garage. I think I know dimensions. Okay, basically a very small ranch-style 2-bedroom house. That's what that is. That's what that is. It's 2 small bedrooms. Not tiny, but your normal size, like children's bedrooms. A living room and a kitchen, and that's basically it. You don't really have extra space for like a dining area or anything like that.
But they're still behind by 3.
That's what I'm looking at. Sometimes it's 1 bedroom. Like the one I looked at today was a 1 bedroom. Like it had some extra area with like a little curtain, like a little curtain area where they had a fireplace. And that looked kind of nice, where it's like, oh yeah, that could be made an office, but that's not an official room. So, yeah. Even the 1-bedroom places are just like, God. They're either microscopic, or if they're worth a shit, they're just going to get scooped up immediately.
He can't come away with a 3-point play. Passes, low block. For 3. Ball pulls it down.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Caught, hands it off. Mihailovic backs him down from 12 feet away.
Oh,
Yanked
man.
down inside by Weiss.
They did just enough to force him.
I did see this one house that was in a not so great part of town.
Weiss
It was a
with the shot.
1-bedroom, but it was like
Nice feed
super
by
cheap.
Berrios.
And I'm like, fuck.
They narrow it
I
to
kind of
5,
want it
right around
because for
9
some
minutes
reason
left in
it
the half.
also had the ability to
on
get
the quarter.
gigabit internet.
Here comes the
I was like,
double.
how the fuck am I able? Because I actually like checked
And the arrow
the
pointing to the
the
defense.
internet service
Nice play
provider
to
site
force the turnover.
for like availability, and they're like, like it's available for gigabit fiber internet. I'm like, how? This thing's a
They're set
fucking
up and
dump.
hit him
But I guess just because of the location, it's available for it. That one got me too. I'm just like, how? It made me consider it too. There's been a couple of ones where it was like, there's been a couple houses where it was like, this is kind of nice, but also the internet's gonna be complete garbage, and I can't have
That's
that.
so sweet. How long was he in the air there? He had time for 2 deliveries.
Okay, I meant to pass it, but I mean, he still made it, so I'm not gonna complain.
Passes it to the right side. C. Weiss lets it go. Misses the tying basket.
Good
That's
lord.
what a coach wants from his defenders. Stay with their best shooter and don't give him any easy looks.
Oh,
Beats it to the
Lord.
baseline.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Mihailovic
Come
backs
on.
in. Ball has it on the perimeter. Feeds right wing. From the baseline.
Oh, God, I still got blocked. I was just trying to
It
get
doesn't matter
away
how
from
far
him.
you've got to go to get the
Oh,
ball.
this sucks.
Every rebound is
It's just a
essential.
bunch of guys. There's like not. There's like even my standouts like still get kind of crapped
Gets the
on
reach-in call, and that's his
by
first
their
foul of the game.
standouts.
Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
Oh, good. Even my even my sister is sending me stuff now because I think she's also kind of looking. I don't know if she's looking. She's got a husband now,
Great
so
disbursement, Vern. That lead pass
it's not.
is this fella's
She
trademark.
can probably afford nicer stuff.
Left in the half.
By the way, I don't know if he's here or not, but the person who just followed me on Twitter, I appreciate it.
Credit to
Despite all
D-Day.
despite
He
all my
acted quickly
bitching
enough
about
to
my
throw
life,
off.
I know there's gonna be people like, some of us can't even afford to buy a house.
Brings it up court. Passes to the top of the key. Takes it up.
There you go.
Laid in by Mihailovic. And we're now all tied up 18.
I've had some people I've had a couple people when I talk to them, they're very
Gets it top of the key. Last shot
they're
missed.
sort of
3-point
against
break.
the idea of like a flipper house. It's like, oh, you know, they use like cheap labor or cheap materials, and you know they do this and that. And I'm like, okay, but like if it works and it's okay and they put new shit in it, like
At the right place, at the
I don't
right
need
time,
a
yet
super
again.
pricey house.
Mihailovic grabs the rock.
I think that's another part of the
And still
disconnect
knotted
there
up 18.
as well, is
Nice
when I get
pass.
told, it's a
Orchard
flipper
picks
house.
it up.
Okay, so that means it's ready to move in.
Now go
I don't
up
have
by
to
2.
do stuff with it, and as long as they put like a new furnace and other crap in it that I don't have to explicitly deal with, it should be okay.
Out left. Collected inside by Chuasi. About 5.5 minutes left in the half. Beats it far side.
Ooh! If he didn't make that, if he found a way to blow that
Inbounds
shot.
the ball. Kuhn tosses it up.
Oh, look at that!
Iowa State.
Dude, he
was really
reached
ready
up
to go.
high for
That's
that
how you
one.
do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep.
Oh my
and then
God.
capitalize.
Texas
That
takes
was
its
like
first
some
timeout
that was
of the
some
game.
fucking heroic shit. That was some like airtime that like some fucking Michael Jordan-esque airtime. All right, what did my sister send me? It's not a bad house. Where's that at? Oh shit, this literally came up in the last hour, like as I've been streaming. Oh shit. Where the fuck is this at? Oh no. No, where is that? Where was it? Where was it? Shit. Shit. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. Alright, that looks well maintained. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk to my realtor about this. Oh god. Oh, that looks... Is that a finished? There's no way this is a finished bit. This is a fucking finished bit. No.
Getting set to inbound the ball.
Coach
All right,
Barnes
I'm gonna have to
wants
tell her
shake
tomorrow
things up
morning.
just a little bit.
Like,
And this
listen,
could be an excellent move. The group
I
of
need-
kids on the
I need-
floor
I
play
need
with
someone
great
to-
chemistry.
Laudetto
oh
inbounds the
god
ball.
damn it. I'm looking at some shit. I'm trying to look at some shit.
For Sohan.
My-
Laudetto goes up.
Shit, my sister actually did send me a fucking brand new house that actually looks really nice. God damn it.
Goes up. I'd love to see that.
I can't wait to like not be able to buy it.
Such a
It's gonna be
deep
great.
burn.
He's got two.
As I'm talking about it, it's like,
Left in the half.
oh, she sent me a house that looks really nice and it kind of looks like it has a finished basement. I can't wait to not be able to buy this house.
Has had serious
Someone else is just going to be like, oh my god, this is what I wanted.
Tracy has a report from their
Let me
bench.
pay 10, 15,000 more than you're asking for. Fuck me.
Don't be afraid of some
That's what's gonna
contact. It sounds
happen.
like he'd rather
I'm
have
gonna
some fouls
fucking hate
called
life
than to keep
again.
Giving up all those easy baskets.
Thanks, Tracy.
Ugh.
They're going to double team him. Caught, unloads, knocks it down from 3-point lane.
I gotta look at that, like, after I'm done with the stream. I gotta look at that. It looks really nice. It looks really good. I didn't see too much of the description about it as far as what's wrong with it, other than the fact that it's on... Once again, it's on the C level side of... It's like the C tier side of town. So, like, things there aren't going to be very expensive unless it's, like, a really nice house.
Yes. That's 15 unanswered points.
Shit, and that literally is like, it said like 53 minutes ago. So it literally, in the time I've been talking about it, I managed to will a house into existence. We'll keep this going for a little bit. I can extend that just a little bit. Oh, fuck. Hardwood floors, cabinet, large non-conforming. It is master 3/4 bath, laundry area, extra cabinet
Laudetto
space, dish room.
inbounds the ball.
Unfinished space for tolerance, one shaped like a deck. Wooden
Dumps it
fence.
off.
Oh god. Alright.
Leads him in.
What's
Puts it
the-
up. Nice lead pass, and the shot was
Oh,
good.
it's
by
actually got
Laudetto.
something. Wait, does that have a
They're
garage
now behind
too?
by 9. About
Oh,
3.5
fuck.
minutes left in the half.
I like that. I really like that.
Ball.
I just know it's not gonna fucking.
Backs him down.
I'm not gonna be able to buy it.
Laid
be
in
able to
with the
buy
D
it.
draped all over it. They're in
I'm
front,
very
33
excited
to
about
22.
this. I just know.
It's
All right, it
deflected,
sold
but
4
it's
years
recovered
ago,
by Texas.
so it's not
Coon
a complete
passes it back
flipper
to the right
job.
wing.
And judging by what it's sold for, it looks like it's not like a renovation job either.
Passes it to the
So
corner.
that
Wasova
might not be
shoots
too
the
bad.
3. Lee pulls it in. Texas has struggled with their 3-point shooting. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
Coach Barnes wants
That's-
to see his
that's-
players move
oh,
more
God damn it.
effectively without the ball so they can get
I'm
better
amazed
looks at the
that that
basket.
happens
He
to
told
have
his
at least a
guys,
partially
"That's the
finished
open spot on the
basement
floor.
and like a
I
technically
know
a
you can
third
hit that
like
shot."
All
bedroom.
right, Tracy.
The D just can't
I,
figure a way
I need to
stop
talk to
this
my
run.
realtor. Like, no, we need to see this tonight.
The ball. And that's
I'm
his
gonna
third
have to
rebound
talk to her
of the
tomorrow. Like, hey,
That's
listen,
another rebound
we need
for
to see this
Great
tonight
job
because
on
this
the
is gonna
board.
get. This is
They got a
absolutely
big
gonna get
edge there
sold.
today.
Caught.
It's happened to me
Behind the
twice
arc.
now, where it was like, I'm gonna wait for an open house, and you're not even gonna get to the open house.
Weiss
It's not gonna
hands it
happen.
off.
I hope that's not too close to the river that it floods. But then again, it having a finished basement, I think if it was prone to flooding, you wouldn't have a finished basement.
Weiss releases, nails the jump shot. But they're still down by 11. 1:48 left in the first half. Vasquez fires. Too
we
long,
go.
and it was missed by Lee.
Maybe I should just come on my
They still have
stream
an 11-point
and
lead.
talk more about
Stolen.
The
the stresses of buying a house. I might be able to will some really good stuff into existence at that point.
Vasquez backs down.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's all right. We've been doing pretty good on defense right now.
Gets it left wing. Weiss, no good from three-point land.
You know, the one thing I can at least say that I'm happy for is the fact that I live in like a fucking cheap state. Because a lot of the houses that I've seen, I've also seen listings for like where some of my friends live, like in California.
Texas.
And like a house that I'm looking at for like 150 grand is like easily, it's like $500,000 in some other places. Defense. There we go.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are going to make some.
I have seen some stuff nearby where one of my friends live in Los Angeles, and it's literally those types of houses where I don't know if it was GTA 5 or GTA 4. Might have been GTA 4 where they have like that lineup of the same type of houses. Might have been GTA 5. Where you're just like kind of living with like a bunch of houses that all look the same. They practically look like mobile homes. But they are just, you know, just old like wartime homes that were built. That's really a lot of those houses that they have there. Where it's like, well, this is what you can buy for your price range in Los Angeles. So I'm glad I can at least find maybe something half decent.
Left side. Vasquez backs in.
Oh shit!
There
we go.
They're now up by 13.
I hate that my HDMI cable is fucking up on me right now. It's just really warbled. And I don't really want to mess with it. Because I know it's going to get better. Amazingly enough, I'm actually up by 13 points. That's insane.
What do you think of the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much good to say about this game so far.
Yeah, that could definitely work as a place. That could definitely work. How many saves has it got already? I bet you it's got several saves. It's only been an hour though, and it's almost midnight, so it's going to be much different, I think, in the morning. That does not look like a paved driveway. Oh no, it is. It's just not in great shape. But kitchen looks nice. Bedrooms look okay.
Tremendous effort from our player of the half.
A possible one downstairs. Okay.
We're all set
as long as there's nothing structurally wrong with it, I just want to be like, yo, this is what you're asking? Perfect. Print up the offer now. Oh, I just know by looking at it. I just know by looking at it. Like, it's like, okay, this is going to go for more than what they're asking for. Because that's just what always happens. Oh. I gotta look at it tomorrow. Because I know someone's going to be like, someone is definitely just going to be like, yo, I want to buy this house for like $10,000 more than what you're asking for right now. I'm not. I don't want to deal with that. I want to just be like, all right, this is what you're asking for. This is what I'm going to give you. That's what I'll give you what you want. Please just sign the paper now. I just want this, please.
Okay, Tracy. We'll see if he got the
God, just please don't let there be anything. That's the two things I can hope for more than anything, is that there's nothing seriously wrong with it, and that I can just have them accept an offer immediately. Oh, I should probably check the internet as well. It's in that relative same area where they had good internet, but I don't know. We'll let them go through that real quick. I'm going to look up the...
Can't convert the three-point play.
Oh, it was a three-point play. Damn it. was trying to look.
Outright.
Oh, no. Okay, let me go fuck myself.
Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
That last basket
Here we
was
go.
buried by Weiss. Lee inbounds the ball.
This game plan is simple.
Mm-hmm.
Just get him the ball. He's your main guy.
Lethal. He is so hard.
Oh, that shooting.
Nice touch on that.
I was
last
glad I
one.
managed to actually be able to make that happen, but damn.
They're bringing the double team. Crumbly goes up. Fouled
Jesus.
hard, and he'll take a trip to the line.
Let's just fucking clobber him, why don't you? All right. Come on. Damn it.
And he makes the first.
Give me the availability. Let me check the availability. Let me put in the deal here. Okay, that's the address. Change it. Yep. Holy shit, can the internet go any fucking slower for me today? I just want to fucking look up an address.
Stolen
Oh
away
my
by
God.
C.
Probably drop frames doing that too. Oh
Off the
well.
front rim
The
and out.
recording will be
That's
fine.
the shot you work for, Bill, even though he's not their number one option.
The defense will have to show him some respect because he will hit that given another chance.
Clement
Oh god damn it.
hands it off.
I keep forgetting there's not a dribble stick. It's like a button.
Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two.
Was that the one? It didn't feel like it. All right, let's do its thing real quick while I'm
Knocks
shooting
down
free
the first
throws.
one.
If you're saying something in chat, I can't really see it. That's all right, no one's. Oh yeah, I could see it in the other monitor.
He gets
There
the
we
ball.
go.
Laudetta inbounds
There's a
the
reason
ball.
why I have
Just
three.
over 11
Oh
minutes left in the
man.
second half.
Oh, that speed's terrible.
Laudetta has it right wing.
Is that going to be one of the things I'm going to have to give up if I do that?
Misses
Because
the
I'm going to
three.
have to have
Oh,
either
he was
shitty
wide
internet
open
or I'm
for-
going to have to go to a
Has to knock
fucking.
that shot down.
I'm going to have to go to an internet provider that's worse.
Cox dumps it down low.
It's got like
Pulls
one
the
of the new
trigger.
fancy
Oh,
routers
that
too.
was a shot by
It just
Vasquez.
looks all like premium wireless. It's a
66%
premium
of the game.
wireless. It's like,
Texas
oh
is
god,
really struggling.
shit.
C uses the crossover. Raises up. Misses the jumper.
Look at the D. What a great job.
There's a
bothering them
weird little
underneath. That stop
oxymoron
might
in just
boost their confidence.
having like
Lee
this
hands it off.
wireless modem that looks like it's out of fucking
Joyce
Tron or
backs down.
something.
That last shot from
Just looks like a
12 feet.
giant
Made.
Amazon
Texas
Alexa.
calls timeout.
But it just gives you crap internet.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. Ball is needed out on the floor. He didn't get much of a rest. Crumbly inbounds the ball. The Longhorns need to find some answers here. Top of the key.
It's like buying a PS5 and then just attaching it to a CRT TV. It's like all of that power and awesomeness,
From the wing.
and it's just hooked up to something
Corrals the
garbage.
miss. Flip up and in on that last layup.
He gets up close and personal and closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room for anybody to do anything.
Damn
about
it!
Under 10 minutes left in the second half. Tipped. Amazing. to
Oh,
see a guard get
shit.
his hand on so many attempts.
Shot blocking is mostly about timing and anticipation. This guy has plenty of both.
Backs down.
There you go. There you go. Nice open shot.
Weiss.
Of course
gets
you blow
down
it.
inside.
Damn
Credit
you!
the defense there. They got out on him.
All right,
and they
we're still
forced him to
up by a
wrestle
good
little.
margin. A nice healthy margin.
Obasohan
Come
skips
on,
it to
get
the
on
top
there.
of the key.
Get on his ass.
C gets the layup after the pump fake freezes the D. He's 1 for 8 for the game. To the stripe. Ball backs him down. Raises up. Cans it
There we
for
go.
7. They're now up by 16. Deflects the pass.
Oh,
but it's
damn,
retrieved
so
by
close.
C. C brings it up. Feeds it to the right wing. The steal by Iowa State.
I'd love to see that.
By the way, it's amazing that a realtor put up a
Such
listing
defense.
at like 11 at night.
The
What an
Longhorns
odd
with some
time to do it.
difficulties.
Like usually you
Lobs
do
it
it and
up.
then fuck
He
you
backs the
with
floor
trying to do
before
the
he got rid of the
alley-oop
ball.
shit.
Traveling.
That's
Fuck
just a
you.
silly turnover.
Trying to make me look like a fucking pile of garbage with that one. Son of a bitch.
Lee inbounds the ball.
Let's see here.
Chewy seat. Dishes it to the baseline. Lee has it in the corner.
Another long shot. There you go.
They're up 54-36. About 8.5 minutes left in the second half.
There we go.
Iowa State.
Well, for you guys in the
shooting itself
chat,
in the foot
since I
with
haven't
all
asked,
the turnovers.
how has your
Tracy
week
has
been?
something for us.
Hope you guys have
Coach
been
Wilson
warmer
is
than
not
it's been here.
sugarcoating the issue. He told his assistants our
It
fundamentals
literally,
are
I think,
abysmal. And
today
then
was
the only
fine
players
because
I
it
want on
got
the
up to
floor
a
right now
high of
are the
like
ones that can
3,
take care of the
maybe
ball.
4.
Thanks, Tracy.
First
But
class
yesterday,
body
it
control.
literally got
No
up to a
one
high
players
of
have
like
that kind of
negative
style, and he seems
5.
to do it every
And it
time.
got to a low
He's either
last
gotta
night of
foul hard
negative
or don't
19.
foul at all. You can't just give up easy
It
three-point
sucks.
The Cyclones
This
will make
sucks.
some substitutions.
It's literally 3 below right now. I just got to make it to the end of the week because once the weekend starts, it's going to start warming up again.
Backs on the free throw for the
The
three-point
30s,
play.
the 30s are going to seem
Crumbly inbounds the
balmy.
ball.
They're going to apply some pressure here and with full court. Man.
It's going to be like, oh man, it's going to be shorts weather.
Gets it on the elbow. Takes it up. Corralled by Ellerby.
-9 here. Ugh. Yeah, my oh god, I had a friend who just posted. I think it was like,
Ellerby takes the
oh,
shot.
damn it,
Vasquez corrals the
I forget
long
where it
rebound.
was. I want to say it was in Alaska. He posted that it was like 10 degrees in Alaska. It was literally colder here than it is in Alaska.
Vasquez catches it down low. Pulls the trigger. Snatched inside by Ellerby. Tries again.
Just put ball in hoop.
Ellerby reels in
Put
the
ball in hoop.
Chewy seat.
Put ball in
And he'll have a chance
hoop.
for the three-point play.
Fight through the foul and put it down.
Ready to do.
Strong move,
Okay, so yeah, -14, and then Anchorage, Alaska, 20 degrees. Moscow, Russia, 12 degrees. Literally 35 degrees warmer in Anchorage, Alaska than it is
Crumbly
here.
inbounds the ball.
That
Longhorns
is shit.
have got a lot of ground to make up.
When
From
going
downtown,
somewhere warmer
it was
means going
drained
to
by Lobosoa.
Alaska, that's fucking
He's 1 for 4
cold.
from deep.
Not even like Juneau. Not even like in that little like archipelago or that little weird end that starts like dipping way down into Canada, where it's just a bunch of like, because I think that's about where Juneau is, but like Anchorage is like kind of in the main area of Alaska. It's not like super north, but I think you're pretty much still in the polar area. I think you're still technically in the Arctic Circle in Anchorage, Alaska.
The Longhorns
I think.
with some abysmal stats.
I
Puts
can't
up the
wait
tray.
for
Pulled in by
spring.
Monserrat.
Can't wait for
He's having a
spring.
hard time getting his shot to go, Vern. You just hope it doesn't wreck his confidence. But it's hard
It's
to see
ruining
how
my
it would.
car too. My car's just not able to start up properly.
They just keep rolling. 60
I'm amazed, by the way. We're up by 25 points. I think I can actually
Well, it
call
looks like
it.
they're getting set to
41-66. That's 25 points. I think we can call it. Damn. It was kind of tight for a little bit there, but yeah, we actually managed it. Holy shit. Oh, Oklahoma's our next game, so we can't go through the week. We just have to go to Oklahoma. Might as well get to it. And just do that. There we go. Well, we survived. We survived our game with Texas. We faced them again, but in an away game. Our next game is Oklahoma, which shouldn't be too bad. But then again, for some reason, Clemson gave us a hard time. We actually beat Texas worse than we beat Clemson. And Clemson's way worse. Missouri might be a slight problem. We're not doing Texas A&M here. Kansas will be a problem. Okay. Well, thankfully, we don't seem to be facing the runaway freight train that is Texas Tech. Ooh, they actually lost. So that's at least one upside, is we don't have to face them at home. I should probably change the record in the streak, by the way. There we go. Change that. Change the streak. 59. We're almost to 60 games. That'll be nice. Oh, my God. Hope I didn't fuck too much stuff up doing that. Damn it. All right. We're good. We're good. Well, there you go. That is going to be it then. About an hour 40. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, I hate to make it kind of a smaller stream right now, but as I'm starting to lose it mentally. It's been kind of stressful today, and I'm very tired. And I think I just need to unwind before I go to bed. Or else I'm just going to get, I don't know. But it's okay. We'll definitely, we at least got MMA coming up next, so at least we'll have the Revolution stuff to do. I probably won't be doing, I don't know if I'll be doing it right away, but hopefully within the next couple days. I think before the weekend I should do that. But either way, thank you guys for coming out. I do appreciate you guys hanging out for right now. I know it's, like I said, it's kind of a shorter stream. I apologize for that. I'm going to make sure, hopefully in the future, I'm not going to promise anything because I always tend to break those, that I'll stream earlier in the day. At least like an hour or so earlier so I can actually do two things. But I thank you guys for coming out. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you very much for continuing to watch. And I will hope to see you guys next time.